యువరాణి గారు, నెక్స్ట్ ఏ చోటకి వెళ్దాం? నెక్స్ట్
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ మేడం. గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్.
Unmute round.
Good evening, Dr. Nitin sir. Are you there? Dr. Nitin sir, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. It's no pleasure. We have huge response today, sir. We have almost around 120 students have joined our webinar. It's very, I think it must be very interesting for the students. It's a very hot topic, I think. Being
Yes, sir. It is. It is very
stock
hot
market.
topic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's, it's very my pleasure to invite you, sir. Before starting the webinar, I request our Dr. Vani Madam, HOD MBA, to say a few words. Then one of our students will introduce you, sir. Dr. Vani Madam, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes. Good evening, sir. Good evening, Nitin, sir. Hearty welcome to our students, means our program today. Because we are all waiting to know what are the opportunities to get the jobs in the regarding stock markets. Thank you, sir, for your regarding your introduction to the towards the stock market jobs and opportunities. How to get the clarity? These all are our students are waiting to understand how to get the opportunities for this. Thank you, sir.
Amazing, amazing, sir, for accepting our invitation. Now I request this Venkata Krishna, are you there? Venkata, one of our students, very much interested in stock market. He has
Yes,
done
sir.
some
Yes,
courses from NSC also.
yes, sir.
Venkata Krishna,
I
are
am
you
there.
there?
Yes, sir. I am there, sir.
Yeah. Can you read out Dr. Nitin sir profile introduction?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's my pleasure. Hello, everyone. A very warm good evening to all who are present over here. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our guest lecturer for today, Dr. Nitin Kulshrestha, Assistant Professor in Applied Finance and Chris Dimitubi University. He is a SEBI and NISM certified research analyst and merchant banker. He actively involved in the development of artificial intelligence in financial system designed for trading desk. He is a qualified NSC certified market professional and a certified resource in the area of financial education from Ministry of Corporate Affairs. He was appointed as a certified assessor for the banking, finance, and service insurance skill sector domain. He is a founder advisor of financial planning and training and advisory cell at Christie University. He has more than 12 years of research, investing, trading, and consulting experience in the financial market. He is a founder of Margadarshan Education Research Society.
Request all the students to keep your mute mode in the phones. Venkata Krishna, are you there?
Yes, sir. I am there, sir.
Please continue. Yeah.
And also, Dr. Nitin, sir, he has more than 12 years of research, investing, and trading and consulting experience in financial markets. He is a founder of Margadarshan Education and Research Society, registered NGO, and the objective of Noble Initiative and personal, professional, spiritual alignment. He has 3 patents and 2 copyrights to his name. It was very grateful. He was honored by National Entrepreneurship Network for his entrepreneurial work. He specializes in securities and derivatives industry with a particular expertise in trading fields like operations and regulation and risk management and clearing and settlement. He is recognized as a leading authority in the fields of financial markets and investment management and risk management and algorithmic trading. He is a published and presented research papers at IIT Anantapur, IIM Nagpur, IIM Amritsar, and IIM Bodh Gaya. He received the Academic Excellence Award, Best Researcher from the Inspira Research Association. His areas of research, training, and consulting include portfolio management and financial management and neurofinance, equity research, financial derivatives and behavioral finance, mutual funds and commodity markets, and technical analysis and algorithmic trading, spiritual management, and quantum finance. Sir, it's a very huge profile, sir. Very well, sir. It's a great pleasure to know about all the things. Please take on the section, sir.
Sir, in
Thank
fact,
you.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Very privileged to have you, sir. I request all the students to be interactive, put your questions in the chat mode, and sir will answer all our questions and enlighten us about the opportunities in the stock market. So I request Dr. Nitin sir to take over the session, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Although it is a great pleasure to interact with the young crowd, young minds. So there's a lot to discuss about the financial markets. Today I try to give my best so that my young minds will come up with the new zeal to learn the financial markets, to learn about the financial markets. So I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so the PPT is visible, I think, to all.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you very much.
Visible, sir.
Okay.
Visible, sir.
So the basic ideology is to understand about the stock market and what are the skill sets one need to acquire from not only from the various certificates, but also you need to develop those skills within. Okay, of course, certificates, license is the requirement to work efficiently in the stock market, but never learning attitude is rather more important. Today, I'm giving you idea about the different sort of career options in the stock market and enlightening you all what are the skill sets is required to pursue in those directions as well. So number one is stock broker. So who are the brokers? Brokers are the licensed professionals who buy and sell the stocks, the shares on the behalf of your clients, right? And you need to clear NISM certification. Might possible number of my students aware about this phenomena. NISM, National Institute of Securities Market certifications. These are basically the licenses, okay, which is having a time frame of 3 years or 5 years. So full service brokers provide mix of the services to their clients, such as research, advice, and handling trade transactions, back office operations. So the discount brokers are also involved nowadays. Discount brokers means you must have aware about there are a few brokers who are the discount brokers like Zerodha, Upstocks. These are comes under this category, discount brokerage. They do not provide additional services such as investment advices, but they are the discount brokers, right? So you can also work like a broker in the stock market. Number two, one of the biggest and personally I love the most, known as research analyst. So a research analyst perform, interpret the financial data and recommend stocks to their client, whether it's a right time to buy or right stock to buy or not. So equity research analysts prepare long-term stock recommendation report based on the analysis of the financial statement. My dear students, you all are well versed about the financial statement, but how to read those financial statements with reference to the stock market, that is rather more important. So one need to understand how to read financial statement with a viewpoint to understand the stock market, the equity market. How to interpret, there are number of financial ratios.
Sir,
Yes,
sir,
yes, please.
your voice is not audible, sir.
My voice is not audible. Okay, 1 second. Just
No,
wait.
no, sir. Your voice is very clear.
Okay. I think some of the problem at your end, beta. Kindly check your connection. because at my end means faster connection is there, internet connection. So I don't think so. Some problem is there. So, okay. So, and meanwhile, if any of my audience is having any query, you may please write your queries in the chat box. Okay. So we were talking about research analyst. So it is not only just to understand the financial statement, you should know what is the interpretation of the financial ratios and other fundamental parameters of the company. That is what it is required. Most of the information related to the stock, related to the company, that one needs to gather, and the analyst need to discount all the information with respect to that particular stock. And also there is a thing called technical analysis. Most of you are, I think, aware about this analyst, technical analysis, which study the price and volume. There are different chart patterns. There are different indicators which one needs to be very much well aware of. I am having one patent which I call it phantom fundamental and technical analysis matrix. The combination of both the analysis, fundamental and technical. So you may also come out your own new ideas. Of course, you need to learn whatever is there in the books. You need to, experience how the market is driven, or what are those different factors through which market is driven. But most importantly, you should, or if you are at initial stage, you should know how to interpret the financial ratios along with technical and fundamental. So when it comes to the career choices, we already tell you, first one is that is a stockbroker. The second one is the research analyst. Then we can talk about financial advisor. Worldwide, there is a need of financial advisors because most of the time people don't have any idea where to invest. And when I say financial advisor, which includes mutual funds, which includes insurance, which includes equities, bonds, everything, because you are the advisor. So with expertise as an advisor, you will provide market knowledge to their client as per their risk appetite. Always remember this, as per their risk appetite, to pick up their correct stocks or the investment avenues. And to become an advisor, you have to clear the NISM investment advisor certification, and you need to register with the SEBI as an investment advisor. So there are a number of individuals who don't have any idea where to invest and why to invest, how to invest. So you are the one who could tell them what is the right way. Of course, if somebody who is pretty young, somewhere around 30 years of age, may come to you, you would have a different financial planning for him or her. But on the other hand, someone who is approaching to their retirements, you have a different financial planning altogether as per the, again, risk appetite. So risk appetite is very important parameters. So we have been discussed up till now stock broker. Second one is research analyst, which include fundamental analyst, technical analyst, right? And now we had discussed about financial advisor. Now, fourth one is portfolio management services, PMS. So portfolio managers prepare investment strategies for their client based on their investment goal and risk appetite. Now, there is a thing called, you must have aware about, I think there is a term called fund manager. Have you, listened this word, fund manager? You may write in the chat box. Have you listened this term fund manager and portfolio manager? I think most of us, we are aware about this term fund manager or the portfolio manager. My idea is, what is the difference between fund manager and the portfolio manager? Portfolio manager are the one who invest a certain sum of money into the different investment arena, investment options, right? And the major difference is the one who is managing a certain sum of money, that is a fund manager. But somebody who is managing thousands of crores, means the bigger fund, the multiplier of the funds, that comes under the portfolio manager. But in a layman, yes, portfolio means what? A certain sum of money you need to invest in different investment avenues. A professional manager should actively track stock market development and monitor the performance of the portfolio. And vast market experience and qualifications such as MBAs, such as CFAs, Chartered Financial Analysts, CAs are usually required portfolio management services, right? So
Hello.
I think,
అయింది కదా హరి.
hello,
హలో. జూమ్ యాప్ ఉందా?
is there any query?
దాంట్లో అవ్వగానే జాయిన్ మీటింగ్ అని వస్తుంది ఓపెన్ చేస్తే.
I think, okay.
ఈమెయిల్ పాస్వర్డ్ ఎందుకు అసలు? యాప్ నొక్కగానే
So,
జాయిన్
beta,
మీటింగ్
any query up till now about the stockbroker, right? About the research analyst, about the financial advisor, and the fourth one is portfolio
Join.
management services.
అది
Any
నొక్కు.
query up till now? Any of my student?
ఆహా, అది నొక్కగానే పైన మీటింగ్ ఐడి అని ఉంటుంది చూడు ఫస్ట్ దాంట్లో. ఆడ ఐడి నొక్కు, వాళ్ళు పెట్టిన ఐడి.
So we can move further.
అక్కడ జూమ్ ఐడి
So
నొక్కు.
now kindly look at this investment banking career path.
హలో, చెప్పేది ఫస్ట్ నేను చెప్పేది దాని కింద వచ్చి నీ రోల్ నెంబర్ నొక్కు. దాని తర్వాత ఓకే అని వస్తుంది. ఓకే అన్నాక పాస్వర్డ్ అడుగుతుంది.
Hello. Okay, my voice is clear to you? Yes.
Audible,
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, beta. Thank you. Okay, so analyst. When we talk about the analyst, try to understand. The stock market is all about the skill sets. How you are good at managing your emotional quotient along with your intelligent quotient. So, as it is mentioned, there are different hedge funds, trading, research analyst. There are different posts, different career path, portfolio manager, chief investment officer, right? If you really wanted to grow in this scenario, so you need to understand about what is the meaning of hedge fund, what is the meaning of trading, how hedge fund work, what is the meaning of hedge fund, what is the meaning of portfolio manager, what portfolio manager do actually, right? So these are the different like financial analyst, equity analyst. Okay, if we talk about risk analyst, can anyone is having any idea what a risk analyst do? It is already written na, risk analyst. So anyone having any idea what a risk analyst do? If you wish to share, you can.
You can put in the chat box.
Yes, students, if you wish to share, you can definitely, because if the session is more interacting, it will be more interesting, right? And I know all of my students know something or other thing about the same word, risk analyst. So there are a number of different kinds of risk, economic risk, market risk, credit risk, different types of risk. And the risk analyst is the one who tries to mitigate the risk, very well said. Managing or reducing risk and getting profits, very correct. So the risk analyst, see, nowadays what happens, there is a term called fintech, you must be heard about, right? There is a new buzzword, fintech, financial technology. artificial intelligence, automation, right? There are new terms nowadays. But my dear friends, my dear students, if you are not well versed with the foundation of the stock market, the foundation knowledge of the stock market, even fintech won't work, because the algorithm, machine learning, you are the one who make them machine workable according to the particular situation. So logic is always higher than the automation. We are the one who give logic to the machine. So try to understand this phenomena. We should very much strong in our fundamentals. We should very much strong in our logic. When to buy, when to sell, why to buy, why to sell. The basic fundamental is always been important. So you are correctly mentioned, risk analyst, managing or mitigating the risk of that particular financial instrument, right? Now there is a thing called, and the one of the highest paying job, that is derivative analyst. Yes, one of the highest paying job option is derivative analyst. Future, forwards, options, swaps, different categories are there. Derivative analyst is also managing the risk of the financial instrument. Very good post. Equity analyst, very good post. Most of the individual, when it comes to the stock market, they only know about equity market. But my dear friends, there is a number of opportunities in other market, which includes commodity market, which includes forex, right? There are different markets. If you are a technical analyst, you can use your skills in the commodity market, in the equity market, in the derivative market. Without knowing the technical analyst, it is very difficult for a derivative analyst and a risk management team to mitigate the risk. It is very difficult. So one needs to be good enough, because you are the new age new age individual. So purposefully, I'll suggest you all that try to understand, try to develop the skill to be a technical analyst. How to use, that's a different game altogether. Fundamental analyst, yes, it is required. The interpretation of the different ratios, very much required. And mark my words, at the initial level, definitely you moving towards one particular zone, like probably few of may go for the fundamental analyst, few may go for the technical analyst. But slowly, gradually, as and when you grow up, move towards the higher scale, you need to develop the understanding of different the dimensions of the knowledge of the stock market. It is the requirement. Market researchers, they keep looking at the market, suggest buy side analysts are also there, sell side analysts are also there. They keep looking at the market and suggest particular things to their client. So there are different analysts. I hope you somewhere or other you understand derivative analyst, risk analyst, investment advisor, technical analyst, these kind of job profile. And all the job profiles are really great. It is simply, if somebody would have asked me about, sir, which could be the highest, which could be having a highest package, all of my young friends, young student is having this in their mind, probably, which could having the maximum package. Yes, any of you might think about in this direction about the package. Yes, it is natural for all of us. It is natural for all of us what kind of package they would have offered to us. My dear friends, my dear students, the package is all about your the if you have a very good skill sets, if there is a very less deviation in your actual prediction, if your prediction and the actual happenings in the market, if there is a very less deviation, you could have, you can't imagine how much big four companies would offer you. But slowly, gradually, it's more than 12 years. Slowly, gradually, we have developed that thing within us. Yes, not only the package, but also work scale. Yes. See, it is all about what kind of, see, suppose somebody, some of my student, some of the big four companies, offered you a good package as an equity analyst. And suppose you are not that much comfortable with that particular profile as an equity analyst. Might possible you are much more comfortable in the derivative analyst or maybe the as a market researcher. So try to look at within, introspect within, what are your skill set. In our last few slides, I would be talking about the different skill sets which is required for the different career options which is required. So, okay, now these all are the skill sets, like entry level jobs, middle level, or you are working like an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurial finance is the new area which one can work for. Entry level jobs, which is like at initially one can get a job of relationship manager, dealer, equity advisor. And to become a dealer, equity advisor, you should have NISM certification, NISM license.
Dr. Nitin sir.
Yes, sir.
This is a very, very interesting and very important slide. Can you elaborate more on this slide, sir?
This slide, why not? Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Sure. This entry level jobs, middle level, and entrepreneurship. So relationship manager, like very soon I'm coming up with the book called Marketing of Financial Services. Marketing of Financial Services. Those people who are into the relationship manager profile, they should know about the marketing skills and financial tactics. Financial tactics or the marketing skill, they should combine together to get this kind of job, relationship manager, because relationship manager needs to develop a good relation with their client, respectable relationship with the clients, so that they have a trust and win-win situation to each other. So relationship manager deals with different kinds of the financial product, including insurance, including mutual funds, including all those products, which is requirement of the customer. And dealer are the one. Who is a dealer? The dealer are the one who deals with the buy and sell side, from who manage the transaction, who put the transaction from on the behalf of the customer. Suppose right now I'm busy with the training session, okay, and in the commodity market is still going on, right? Commodity market is still going on. So I am suppose busy with the training session, so I could call to my dealer, okay, at this price kindly buy a certain product. If I need to buy a gold, if I need to buy a silver, if I need to buy a crude oil, I could call to my dealer, okay, buy at this price, sell at this price, okay, including the stop loss. So as per my order, as per my convenience, my dealer placed the order. Okay, so this is the basic work of equity dealer. They need to put the order on behalf of their clients. And also sometimes they suggest to the client, this one is a good stock, this one is the good investment, you should go for investment, and so on. Then the equity advisor. Ab aap dekhiye, you should know about this term equity advisor. We all know, very much aware about the term equity. Equity advisors are the one who knows about not only the top Nifty 50 stocks, but also know about the next 50 stocks. There is a term called penny stocks. Those people who are the expert in that particular zone, who knows, those people who understand the market. Market means only equity market, because it is written equity advisor. So that fellow very, having a very good skill about the only the equity market. So that fellow can suggest, okay, that are the equity advisors. So this is the entry level. All these are the entry level jobs. Okay. And then middle level equity research. Now, as and when you would be older, somewhere around 3 years, and you are skillful, you could move towards middle level. Within somewhere around, if there is an industry standard, if you talk about somewhere around 3 to 5 years is the time frame. If you are skillful, you wanted to shift your career towards the middle level, so you can shift your career, because within 3 to 5 years you develop you develop the knowledge about the ground level reality. Okay, and then you can shift towards equity research. Now the person who knows about the equity research is of course having a good package, right? Then equity research, which includes industry, economy, and company analysis. I think you must have know about this EIC analysis: economy, industry, company analysis. Economy, industry, company analysis. So broadly, this is the task for the equity research analyst. And then fundamental analyst, almost they have a same kind of work. Fundamental analyst, equity research analyst, because nowadays equity research analyst combined with different like the new age is this one is corporate social responsibilities. Those company who are good at their corporate, this is the new age analyst. Those companies who are very active in corporate social responsibility, those companies who are responsible positively towards the upliftment of the society. So most of the analysts nowadays in this decade, because fortunately I was into the market since 2006 onwards. So 2000 to 2010 decade, I had experience. 2010 to 2020 decade, I had experience. And now this is, for me, this is the third decade. So I had, experienced the shift of the change of the importance of the variables. So in coming years, the shift is towards the corporate social responsibility. We all are financially educated people. So ask yourself, if tomorrow as an investor you wanted to invest in the equities, which company you would prefer? Of course, the company having more socially responsible. Okay, so if the company is more socially responsible, there is a good connect between the company and the end user. So somewhere down the line, the fundamental is going to be strong. Conceptually, if the fundamental is going to be strong, then slowly, gradually, the price is moving towards the higher end. Then further, if there are few individuals who don't like research, who don't like analysis, they are very much good with the relationship building. There are a number of individuals. So suppose at the entry level job, somebody is having the relationship manager, and that fellow is enjoying their job. Okay, that fellow could increase their level, the senior relationship manager. Then of course fundamental analyst and technical analyst are the important analyst. Fundamental, and when it comes to the technical analyst, indicators are there, candlestick patterns are there. And if you wanted to work towards the automation, algorithm, machine learnings, so ideally one needs to know at least the basic of the technical analyst. So entry level, middle level, now entrepreneurship. There are individuals who are more interested towards the entrepreneurial finance. So entrepreneurial finance is all about sub-broking. You can have the sub-brokership, or you can provide the broking services. You could become a financial consultant and a financial advisor. Those people who's having a good knowledge about the tax related issues, you can pitch a good product to your clients. So these all are the different job roles to the entry level jobs, middle level jobs, and entrepreneurship. Any question up till now? Whatever we discussed, whatever you had understood, if is there any query, I'm happy to answer. Then we shall move further. If there is no query, then we shall move further. Anyone who's having any query?
Please be more interactive and put your questions.
Okay, beta. Did middle and entrepreneur level jobs need any certificate as NISM? Okay, yes, very good question. Very good question. See, when it comes to if you wanted to be a research analyst, okay, so there is an exam called SEBI certified or NISM certified research analyst. Okay, there is a mandatory requirement. If you wanted to pursue your career as a research analyst, you should have that license, and that license is somewhere around the time frame is 3 years only, and after the 3 years you need to renew that license. So yes, if you want to work as an equity research analyst, fundamental analyst, so you should have that particular license. Okay, and if you wanted to work like a financial advisor, of course you should have the license from NISM to be a financial advisor. Again, there is an exam, so you need to pass that exam, and you should have a PAN card, and you need to apply for the license. There is some small amount of fees you need to pay, and after paying the fees, you are eligible to work officially. You are eligible to work financial advisor, even though unfortunately in India everybody is a financial advisor, everybody is a research analyst, everybody is financial consultant. That is what the unfortunate for our country. You know, most of us, we are looking forward for the free advices. I think you all are agree with my viewpoint, most of the individual. But yes, me, you, all the participants who invest their time in this movement, we all try to be more professional when it comes to the financial market. Yes, that's why you are spending, that's why you are investing your 1 hour with me, or with 1 hour with somebody who don't know. But I really appreciate your gesture that you all are here. And to all the young entrepreneurs or the financial market enthusiasts, my suggestion is read a lot, practice a lot, and because if you really wanted to work in India, you have to clear certain exams from NISM, apply for the registration, and get your registration done and start practicing as an entrepreneur or as a professional. You can also pursue the job in a big firm. So this is the mandatory requirement. Okay, great. So I really appreciate those who ask question. Really appreciate. And most of you, I think those people who have no
Sir?
courage, unfortunately, to ask the question, probably the questions are almost same. Somebody else also wanted to ask the same question.
Sir, I
Now,
have one question, sir.
yes, please. Yes.
Sir, is there any institutions to ready to hire us after completing certifications like derivatives and equity like this, sir?
I repeat your question. You are asking me, is there any institution who ready to give you a job, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you have these
Okay.
licenses or certification, right? This one is the question.
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay. Yes, my dear, there are number of banks available in the market. For example, SDFC Bank. If you look at the job profile, they purposefully mention one needs to have NISM mutual fund certification level so and so. There are different level, almost more than 25 exams are there, and we also gone through in last 5 to 10 minutes with those exams, so that all of my student would know about the horizons of the stock market. So yes, most of the financial, and see, these are the requirements, mandatory requirements. So they have to employ those people who have these licenses, because SEBI make all these, most of these licenses mandatory for the financial institution as well. So they have to pick you if you have a certification and you have a good knowledge, then they have to pick you at a good package. So yes, there are means, if you talk about big fours, if you talk about most of the banks, yes, they are ready to take. But honestly, you should have the experience, understanding, nothing like mugging up the things. That's why 100% I'm sure about you, all the faculties keep telling you all, read newspaper, read magazines and everything, right? Why so? Because all those information is like the input in your brain, and when you process those information which you read from the books, from the newspaper, magazines, so the input which you read unconsciously, when you it helps you to make better decision, better sound decision. So yes, it is important, and almost all the financial institutions are ready to take those individuals having NISM certifications or the licenses. So let's move further. So investment banker, now let's talk about big job profiles, merchant bankers, investment bankers, big profiles. What they do actually, raising funds, these are the big shots, these are the big men of the financial markets, merchant bankers and the investment bankers. They build financial modeling. So that's why those of my student who are young ones doing MBAs and all, you should be well versed with the financial models. You should know how to do valuation, how to manage big transactions. These are the basic skill sets for the investment banker. Investment banker serve private companies that want to go to the public via IPO, initial public offering, by handling the listing process in line with regulatory requirement. It is like the middleman between the company and the SEBI when it comes to the IPO. They are involved in underwriting new equities, issuance, financial advisory, managing mergers and acquisition. So see, these are high profile skill sets, high profile works which is required to be a investment banker. Extensive training with a minimum qualification of MBA can help you to gain the required skills. Of course, MBA is required. Those are the skill sets which even your professors have been discussing with you. Kindly take those advices seriously. Okay, so investment bankers, yes. Then stock market operations, most of are very much fascinating towards the big money of the financial market. But yes, few of us, they are not interested in the front end, to become an investment banker, to become a trader, to become a stockbroker, research analyst, and so on. Few of them are more interested in, okay, we are good enough to perform the back office, we are good enough to perform the backbone of the back office team, the role of monitoring the post market processing of transactions such as confirmation of trade, payment settlement, accounting, regulatory compliances. These are the important element. And the stock market operation, again, NISM offers the certification as well as the license for these activities, stock market operations. This is also required. So if you are very much interested in numbers, you are very much fascinating towards the front line, like a frontline warrior, you could become portfolio manager, fund manager, you could become research analyst. But if you feel so, you are much more interested in stock market operations. Operations include payment, settlement, accounting, regulatory compliances, right? So for those of my students, these kind of job profiles are suited, very much suited. Now when it comes to stock market, most of us very, you know, fascinating to be the term of trader. Okay, so I'll tell you, the big firms also hire traders. So just a brief about, because this is also a career options for most of you. So known as scalper. So a scalper are the ones who trade minute by minute. They trade in a huge volume, and when it comes to the 40 paisa, 30 paisa, 50 paisa movement is there, they buy and sell. Okay, a few minutes trading, that is what the scalper. A day trader trades in 5 to 15 minutes chart, tries to catch the market movements of the day in and out in a same day. That is the day trader who make the position in a particular, in a same day, and square off after certain hours. Okay, and they keep taking positions, buy and sell, buy and sell. And when it comes to the swing trader means the person who trades from both the directions. Swing means it is like pendulum. It is like the pendulum. So trades that hours to 4 hours chart in and out for few weeks. So, and the positional trader means what? Positional trader means positional trader few days to weeks to the month. When you carry your position, when you purchase a certain stock for few days to few weeks to the few months, known as positional trader. So these are the different types of trading, and I purposefully put this trading psychology, because when it comes to the trading, I already told you that emotional quotient plays a very vital role. Nowadays, I'm very much aggressively doing research on neurofinance. So if you are emotionally stable, then you would be a winner when it comes to the trading also. If you are not emotionally stable, so stay away from these kind of activities. Apart from skill sets, which is known as IQ, okay, EQ is very much required when it comes to the trading psychology. Now, I was talking about different certifications. So I'm just sharing you all my screen so that it would be easier for you all to understand. Okay, now this one, this NISM website, can you see all this website? Okay, great. So okay, great. So you all can see the screen. So there are number of certifications. See, now along with the different job profile, you could understand the job profile and the requirements. Somebody wants to be a currency derivative, somebody wants to be into the currency derivative. This is the exam which you need to pass. And those people who wanted to be the registrar and transfer agent. So this is the exam you need to clear if you wanted to be the back office. And then see, look at the different I can also copy and paste and here in the chat box, so that you could also have the clear understanding about the same. Because unfortunately in India, most of the individuals, they are unaware about this fact that these are the mandatory requirements for a real-time finance professional. If I wanted to be the interest rate derivatives analyst, if I wanted to be the mutual fund distributor, I have to clear this certificate. And see, look at the 3. 3 means 3 year. The license would expire after 3 years. Okay, then probably you need to again give the exams, or you can apply for one workshop which is for a single day, and after that workshop your license would be renewed. And somebody talks about equity derivatives. So equity derivatives, these are the exams. Security operations, risk management, so these all are the exams. Investment advisor, somebody asked me about the investment advisor. Yes, you need to clear both the exams, investment advisor level 1 and level 2, then you are eligible to advise your clients. Research analyst, few of my students of course wanted to be one of the highest paying job profile, is that is the research analyst. So you can also clear this exam and become research analyst. And my dear student, commodity market is the market which is almost, most of them are, it is like untouched market for most of them. So my suggestion could be, you could also look forward to learn commodity market. Okay, commodity derivatives. So because commodity market, it's like world market, the way you trade gold in India, exactly the way you need to trade gold in abroad also. So commodity market is one of the untapped area which where one can make their career, right? So all these are the certification licenses. You could please go through each of them, and if anywhere you find any difficulty or any of the suggestion you feel, so you can connect to me. Best of my knowledge, I could advise you. And finally, these are the skill sets which is required. It is mentioned 10 traits of successful trader, but probably I would say these are the traits which is important to be a financial market professional, stock market professional. Risk management, see, the proportion needs to be changed. Probably there are 10 different traits, proportion could be changed. For the risk management profile, the person needs to be very strong at the risk management, but yes, other things proportionately also that individual needs to understand, right? This is the last slide, so try to understand. Purposefully I mentioned this slide. Discipline, basic understanding of the market scenario. Discipline is very important. I tell you, most of the people who having the losses in the market, they are not disciplined. Patience is what it is required. Once you decide, I wanted to invest for certain time, maybe for 4 years, for 5 years. Few of the stocks, my kid is somewhere around 6 years old, and purposefully I invested for a long term. So I need to be disciplined. Interpretation, there are number of softwares out there who gives you some numerical values, but you need to be good at what is the meaning of those values. Okay, softwares can't do everything for you, right? This is what my personal belief is. We need to use our logical brain, maintain records, be it a trader, investor, or you would be in the job profile. You need to maintain certain records. You need, so that you could identify your own mistakes. Planning, be curious. Curious means what? My kid always been ready to learn new things. So always be like a kid, curious. Ask questions, learning from your own mistakes with the help of maintaining records. So all these traits are important if you really wanted to be a professional in the financial market. So anything if you thank you very much. Anything from audience side, any query, any questions? I am really happy to answer.
Yeah, please put your questions in the chat box, or you can raise your hand and ask.
Yes, beta. Anyone who feels so, who wants to, okay. Yes, beta. Somebody is asking me, can you explain what is hedge fund in a simple word? Okay, I'll explain you in a simple word. Suppose you purchase Reliance Industries stock today. So what is your biggest fear? Tell me. What is your biggest fear? Today you purchase RIL, Reliance Industries stock. So probably we all have a fear, might possible, what if tomorrow market falls down? So this is what our biggest fear. Okay. है ना? Fall of the market value. Yes, very correct. So to mitigate that risk, what I will do, I could purchase the put options of Reliance Industries. So in that manner, I will manage my both the positions. Okay. So to mitigate the risk by taking some opposite position is known as hedge fund. So hedge fund is on a bigger term, hedge fund is doing the same things with the big funds. Okay. So this is what hedge fund do with the bigger size of the funds. Yes. Any other query?
Sir, I have one query, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, actually, we are not much familiar to the numbers and numerical values like that, sir.
Okay.
We understand very well in candlesticks and indicators like this, sir.
Great.
Is there any like that we understanding? Is there any certifications and is there any like this, sir?
See, National Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange, even I was also provide training in my last few years. So you can go for NSC certification and might possible some other you find me as a trainer somewhere in NSC or BSc, right? So you can learn from NSC, BSc, or there are number of institutes you can go for. But my dear, try to experience your learning. It is not only just learn, fair enough. No, you need to experience every day, you need to experience every week what exactly you learn. Okay. So there are number of institutes.
Learning and practicing live market.
Yes,
sir.
learning and practicing is required actually.
Okay, sir.
Yes, any other query? Any of my student? I'm really glad you are asking questions, which means you are listening you know patiently. So I'm really glad actually.
Very much. Dr. Nitin sir, I really appreciate you taking time off. And actually, we are no, in Narayana MBA, we are very much happy to invite people and to provide a lot of expertise and student experiences, because you are coming from such a rich background of financial markets, SEBI and NISM certifications. And I'm really happy that you have encouraged our students to go for this NISM research analyst, SORM securities operations and research risk management, and all these certifications. They will it opened their eyes to the huge number of opportunities in the financial markets. And we're really very we're blessed at Narayana MBA to invite you and share your experiences. That is we're very much happy that you have encouraged students to participate in these financial market certifications, either as employees or entrepreneurs or various types of roles. I really liked your slides very much. We're taking a lot of effort in taking the slides, sir. Now I request Venkata Krishna to sum up or say a vote of thanks. Venkata Krishna, are you there?
Sir, it's very pleasure, and it's not only informative, sir. You fills the gap between the whatever we're learning the theoretical part, and also it fills the gap between the learning and the job, sir. Thank you very much for giving this section, sir. Thank you, Dean sir, respected Dean sir and HODs.
Dr. Basha sir, our HOD and NEC Gudur. I would like Basha sir to say a few words. Dr. Basha sir. Okay, I think he is offline. Sir, once again, I thank all the participants. It's a huge participation today. And because we're doing all these things to increase the student experience by bringing in experts from all over India.
Right.
Very big people like Dr. Nitin sir from Christ University, one of the famous universities. So I request the students same participation in the future events also. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Sir, thank you very much. I'm really glad for these nice words. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
And